To the VLSI System Design Lab course. Today we are going to design two input NOR gate in static CMOS logic. In last time we have already designed two input NAND gate in static CMOS logic and also verified its truth table by simulating transient characteristics and plotting the waveform, output waveform, input waveform A, input waveform at port A, input waveform at port B, comparing the output waveform with input waveforms. We have justified that it is truth table is verified. So today we are going to do the same thing for the NOR gate, two input NOR gate. So uh, here I have already I have opened share the circuit. Live demonstration I will do later on. First I am showing the circuit which is required for this simulation. So we can see that here, because NOR gate is basically NOR gate is ARB whole bar. Output function is ARB whole bar. So by taking complement of output function, if y is output, y is equal to ARB whole bar. So you are taking complement of y, that is ARB. So ARB, this complement of the output function, it should be implemented in pull down network. So here pull down network is created, two NMOS transistors are taken in the parallel combination. So this NMOS transistor left one and right one, they are taken in parallel combination, and input A is given to the gate of the left one, and input B is given to the gate of right one, right NMOS. So by combining two NMOS transistors in parallel, it can implement R function ARB, because ARB is the you expect here at output you are expecting ARB whole bar, but by taking complement of this y equal to ARB whole bar, it is giving ARB A plus B. So for implementing ARB, we need two NMOS transistors in parallel for the pull down network. And for pull-up network, we need two PMOS transistors in series. If NMOS transistors in parallel, in the pull-down network they are in parallel. So in the pull-up network, PMOS transistors will be required to PMOS, and they will be in series. Also, top point of this PMOS, that is source of the top PMOS. It is connected to the highest supply voltage, or means largest supply voltage of the circuit, that is VDD, which is 5 volt here. And also we have taken a wire from here because the drains of these two NMOS, they are connected, joined and together, and the source of these two NMOS are joined, and they are finally connected to the common ground. From this common drain, the other pull-up network is connected in series, and in the midpoint we are taking the output of the circuit here, and we can see that also the body of PMOS is also connected to the highest potential point of the circuit. Body of upper PMOS, also body of lower PMOS is connected to the highest potential point of the circuit. Body of the NMOS transistor left one connected to the source is finally connected to ground. Body of right NMOS transistor also connected to the source, then finally source is connected to the ground, common ground, and in this way transistors are connected properly. After that we require some input voltages also. Also this common point is connected to ground. For providing the input VA at port A, we have taken one voltage source. For providing input at B, at port B, another voltage source is taken. So for voltage source, suppose we are providing the details. This voltage source was initially by default it was asking DC value, but we have chosen advanced setting. In advanced setting we are going to pulse. So we are choosing pulse, then it is asking for some parameters like initial value voltage, initial amplitude means when pulse is low, then what is the amplitude, that is 0 volt. When pulse is on means present, then 5 volt. delay, delay time 1 microsecond, rise time very small, rise time is required, so 10 nanosecond, fall time 10 nanosecond. Also we can give 0 rise time and fall time also we can give, it is possible. Also the on time we have given 1 microsecond, and period is just double of the on time, so 2 microsecond for this pulse. So by clicking OK and then placing this pulse description, this one by default it is coming here, but by dragging it we have placed here. Similarly, for the second voltage source, we have also chosen the advanced setting, then chosen the pulse option, and then the different descriptions like initial value, initial voltage. When pulse is low, then 0. Pulse is high, then 5 volt. T delay 1 microsecond, and rise time 10 nanosecond, fall time 10 nanosecond, on time 2, just double of that. Previous on time was only 1 microsecond in previous pulse. Here I am taking double, so that variations, some variations in input, we can get a combination of variations like 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, like that. All type of variations we can get. So this is why different time period we are taking here. So on time is 2 microsecond, period is 4 microsecond. Click OK and then place it. This description of 12 here. By default it is coming here somewhere, but by using this drag option, this one drag option, we are placing from here to here, so that no crowd is there, it is properly placed. Also we want to create, because this is a input, B is input and A is input, so we have extended this wire and then connected this label net. From label net we can write any name. So what port you want to make? So I have made here input port A. We have given the name A and then chosen the input option, and then by giving the name and choosing and then OK, then you can put it here. Now at the last you can place it here. And similarly we have given the name here B. So for this port we have given the name B, and nature of the port is input, and we have given the name here A. Nature of the port is name is A, and the nature of the port is input port. For the output also we have created a port, its name is output, and its name is out, and its nature is output port. So all the ports are also defined now, all the circuitry is defined, and the connections. From this voltage source we have provided the connection. This voltage source is connected to the gate of this left side NMOS, and also this one is also connected to the gate of lower PMOS. Similarly, voltage source B is connected to the gate of upper PMOS, and also it is connected to the gate of right PMOS. So the B is also connected to one of the NMOS and one of the PMOS. A is also connected to one of NMOS and one of the PMOS. And output is taken from here, from common point here. So this is the circuit. This is the circuit which is required for the input NAND gate, two input NOR gate circuit simulation. And after that we connected. Okay, new connection. Power gone, then one connection was disturbed, but now other connection is already connected. So now we can discuss. So next requirement is that we can also provide the simulation command, because we want to do simulation. We want to verify the truth table of this NOR gate. So we want a timing diagram. Timing diagram means output pulse, input pulses A and B, and we can compare. So for that we need to do transient characteristics, in which output voltage vary with time, input voltage vary with time. So we can go to this one, then Here there is a spice analysis option. We have given gone to a spice analysis option. By default, it is chosen transient option, transient analysis. So for transient analysis, it is asking the time, stop time. What is the stop time that we should provide? So stop time because all the pulses are not more than the 4 microsecond, and if we give 10 microsecond stop time, at least more than 2 cycles can be completed. So we can see the nature of variation of the output also and input also. So this is why 10 microsecond, we are simulating up to 10 microsecond, so that sufficient number of cycles can be covered. And stop time is 10 microsecond, and start time is 0. So it will save data, start saving data from 0 second up to 10 microsecond, and increment time will increase for every time it is simulating for on first time. Suppose 0, the next time it will go to 500 nanosecond, the next time 1000 nanosecond, and in this way for all the time step it is increasing every time by 500 nanosecond, and it will reach finally up to 10 microsecond. So whatever in this UI you are providing the time, stop time and start time, or the time step, accordingly it is also writing that dot run, and this one it is going from 0 to 10 microsecond, and step also it is provided 500 nanosecond. So all these are given, so we can see. So start value means saving, it is saving from 0 second and up to 10 microsecond. It will save the data by clicking OK and placing it here somewhere in the circuit, in this window. It will be simulation command will be added, spice analysis command will be added. So this is added. After that, everything is ready. Now we can simulate and try to see how it is verified. Let us run. Because I have already saved the output plot setting, therefore it is coming directly, 3 plots are coming directly in such a way that whatever required, in such a way which we want. This green color plot is output plot, this blue color plot is input at port A, this red color plot is input at port B. Since we have given 1 microsecond delay, so this pulse A is also low up to 1 microsecond, pulse B is also low up to 1 microsecond. Therefore, this combination is giving 0 0 0 at A, 0 at B, 0 0 input, and for 0 0 input NOR gate will give you 1. Similarly, this combination we can see after 1 microsecond after 1 microsecond now the pulse A is having 2 microsecond on time. So we can see this pulse 2 is pulse 1 is on from 1 microsecond to 3 microsecond, on time is 2 microsecond. From 1 microsecond to 3 microsecond it is high, and pulse B input at port B, it is having on time of 1 microsecond, so it is on from 1 microsecond to 2 microsecond. Pulse B is high from 1 microsecond to 2 microsecond, then it is low from 2 microsecond to 3 microsecond. So in this situation, and again then pulse A will change the state. After 3 microsecond it will come to low, and low time also same. So 2 microsecond, so 3 from 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 up to 5 microsecond it will be low. But this one pulse A will change from 3 to at 3 microsecond it will go to high, it will remain high up to 4 microsecond, then come to low, and up to 6 microsecond to low. So up to this one we can understand the nature, it is working as a NOR gate or not. We can see here input is 0, first input 0, second input 0, so 0 0, for 0 0 it is giving 1, here both are 1 1 1, so for 1 1 it is giving 0, here 1 0 1 0, A is 1, B is 0. So it is giving low. So it is giving start. It has started 0 from here. Initially both were low. Input A and B both were low, 0 0. Then it was high, but when any of them is high or both are high, then it is giving low. You can see when both 1 1, then low, then 1 0, then low, then 0 1, then also low. Again both inputs are 0. Here both inputs are 0. Then it is output is high, and in the similar fashion it is repeating. So that we can see. So according to the NOR gate, this is the expected output from the truth table we can verify. So this is the expected output as expected from the truth table of NOR gate. So in this way, we can say that truth table of the NOR gate is verified. So this I have explained from the existing circuit. If I remove this one, close this one, and I can demonstrate live new schematic. You can go to new schematic, then we can save the file with some name like two input NOR underscore tran. You want to do transient simulation, two input NOR underscore tran. This one we are doing. Okay. Now file is saved. Now we can go to the component. We can, because we know that into NOR gate we require two NMOS transistors in parallel. In the pull down network, two PMOS transistors in series. In the pull up network, so we are taking two 4 terminal PMOS first, and we will take two PMOS, and in the pull up network they are connected in series. So we are connecting in series. Escape, then take two NMOS 4. Okay, connect them in parallel, two NMOS 4 in parallel. Let's escape. From here, zoom full extent, then it can be adjusted in full window. Then minimize the size, reduce, zoom in. So now it is now within the window. Next we need the voltages. We need 3 voltage sources. One is for the VDD, suppose here. For this gate, sorry, for this gate, upper gate, one input will be provided from here, this one, and for this gate lower side, one input will be provided from this one. Escape, then take ground. This one also require one ground, this one require one ground, this one require one ground, and also here one common ground is required here. Okay, now we can connect the wires. Like here, you require to connect both the sources of NMOS and both the NMOS together. Then connect with common ground. Similarly, here this PMOS is connected to VDD. Source of PMOS is connected to VDD. Escape, then zoom fit, and then reduce the size. Then we can connect further, we can also connect this drain of the both NMOS transistor together, or pull down network. Now pull down network is complete. So from this pull down network, pull up network will be connected in series, and from this middle point we can take some wire for taking output. Also skip. Let us take wire, also connect this body of the PMOS with the highest potential of the circuit. With the body of the PMOS will be connected to the point having highest potential in the circuit. Body of this PMOS also connected to this one, same VDD. Body of the PMOS is basically connected to VDD now. So VDD, all body of NMOS will be connected to the source of the same MOS, NMOS, which is finally connected to ground. So it is lowest point, lowest potential point. Body of NMOS is connected to the lowest potential point, that is to the ground through source. So NMOS body is also connected. Now we need to provide the voltage, whatever voltage you have chosen, that voltage sources you have taken. From this we need to provide voltage, input voltage here, and also one of the PMOS also will get the same voltage from here. One of the NMOS and one of the PMOS is getting input from this voltage source. One of the NMOS and one of the PMOS will get one of the PMOS is getting input from that upper voltage source, and from this same voltage source we can take input and it can be given to the right side NMOS also. Oh, it is now wrong because here it is connected. So undo, edit, undo, edit, undo, edit, undo. Okay. I will take another wire from, skip. Take again wire from this input, second input voltage source, so second source, take a wire, come this side, come this way, then come this way, connect it. Okay, now it is connected. So all the nodes which are connected here, like here it is showing some connection, it is connected to this gate. If in between here it is passing through some wires, but it is not connected because this type of node is not generated. So we can again adjust it and then again we reduce the size. So voltage sources are also connected now. This voltage is maximum power supply voltage and DC voltage, that is 5 volt. We are connecting 5 volt to the source. This PMOS is connected to the 5 volt supply, which is also for this circuit we are giving this name, its name as VDD. It is VDD. VDD is the maximum supply voltage of the circuit, and this one both voltage sources we need to modify because it is a pulse and it is not a DC voltage source. So we will right click. By default it is asking DC value, but we will go to advanced. In advanced setting we are choosing pulse. Then it is asking 0, initial voltage, initial value 0, final value, amplitude, it is defining amplitude 0 and 5. Pulse is switching between 0 and 5 volt, and delay 1 microsecond, rise time 10 microsecond, sorry, rise time 10 nanosecond. Rise time is much smaller than the delay, or much smaller than the period or on time. So 10 nanosecond rise time, 10 nanosecond fall time. On time is 1 microsecond, 1 microsecond. Period is just double of that, 2 microsecond. It is defined now. Click OK. then it is placed automatically near the source. Now to avoid the crowd, I can take a drag option and select this pulse and then shift it here. So escape again. Again modify this voltage source. It is asking by default 0 DC, means by default DC value, but we are defining pulse. So go to advanced, select the pulse, then initial value 0, final value 5 volt, delay 1 microsecond, rise time 10 nanosecond, 10 nano, halt time 10 nanosecond. On time I am taking double of the previous pulse. So on time is 2 microsecond and period is 4 microsecond. Double of the on time. Okay. Click OK. It is placed here. Again to avoid the crowd, we can click drag and drag. With the help of drag option, I can put it here. Again adjust it and then minimize it. Okay. Now it looks okay. And now also we need to create the ports. So for creating the port, use this label net option. Suppose you want to create input port A and name is A, input port A, and its nature is input. Okay, click OK. Then this is generated port. So actually okay, I can connect here. I can then escape. Actually some wire should be taken, but anyway, oh, let me check, move it here. First I should take some wire from this one and then connect it here. First take it to some wire, create some wire, then create the port. It will be better. Now again to create the port for second one, that is name is now port B, and its in nature is input port. Port B is also input port. Here we can connect port B. Then escape. Then also create a port output port here. So we can take another one, and its name is out, and its nature is output port. Click OK. Then it is coming here. You can connect it here. Escape. Port is also now done. This voltage source, suppose it's connected to port B, then we can write it suppose BB. This voltage source is connected to port A, we can write VA, so that we can understand that it is connected to A. And the rest of the circuit is now okay. It looks. Then fit window, and then reduce the size, small size, little. Now it seems that circuit is complete. The analysis command is not given. So analysis command can be given by going to edit, then spice analysis. By default it is transient analysis automatically coming, and stop time I can provide 10 microsecond, 10 U. Time to start saving data, it can start from 0. Time step we can give 500 nanosecond. So same thing is written here. Now we can click OK, then we can place it here somewhere. Then press escape. So in this way everything is now circuit is complete, analysis, spice analysis command is complete by default. Whatever spice model available here and symbol available in the LT spice, that we are using for simulating the NOR gate. Now we can simulate. So try to run the simulation. It is coming one pen, but we want to plot V out also. We want to plot VA also. We want to plot VB also. Sorry, we want to plot VB also and VA also. So 3 pens are required. So right click and add plot pen. 2 pen, one more pen is required. Add plot pen. 3 pens are required, added. So click it here and then choose the plot. Suppose output here, by clicking here it is plotting output. Second, in the second one, we are coming to second one, and then suppose you want to plot VA, so click it here by clicking there, and VA will be plotted here. Then in the third one, again click, and then here select. So all the three plots are now ready. We can see all the three plots are ready, which we are expecting. As I already explained, this truth table is verified because initially from 0 to 1 microsecond, pulsage means input at A is also low, input at B is also low. Both are low. So both are 0, 0. So for 0, 0, output of NOR gate is 1. Here it is 1, input A is 1 and B is also 1, 1, 1. For that NOR gate output is it is low, means 0. Here input A is 1 but input B is 0, so 1, 0. For that also it is NOR gate output is low or 0. So here also, and in this case also we can see input A is 0 but input B is high, so 0, 1. So for this 0, 1 combination also output of the NOR gate is low. Again both the inputs are low. Here input A is also low, input B is also low. If both the inputs are low, then output of NOR gate is 1. So low means 0, 0. A and B both are low means 0, 0 input. When input is 0, 0, then output is 1 or high. And in the similar fashion here also we can compare. Here both are 1, then output is low. Here 1, 0, then output is high. Here 0, 1, then here 1, 0, then also output is low. Here 0, 1, then our output is low. When both 0, 0, then output is high. Then again both are 1, then output is low. So in this way it is repeating the same fashion. Here it was high, then here it is high, then here. So NOR gate is just coming according to repeatedly, the same nature is repeated. Output of NOR gate is coming repeatedly high at the point when both the inputs are low. Both the inputs are low, A and B both are low, then it is coming high. And if any one of them is high or both are high, then it is low. If any input A or B is high or both are high, then this output of NOR gate is low. So this way truth table of NOR gate is verified. So one more thing, for reading any value in this plot, I will give an example of, suppose lambda channel length modulation calculation. That example I will open and I will explain how to read the data of the plot. File, open. Suppose channel length modulation parameter you have to calculate. So lambda, this circuit you are simulating and then plotting the ID here. So this is the ID. Here in the saturation region, you want suppose two VDS1 and ID1 and VDS2 and ID2. Two values you want. Suppose here you want one value you want here somewhere. So you want to read. So by whatever here it is, the name is given, ID is plotted. So ID name is given. Right click on this and marker, attach cursor. Which cursor you want? First cursor. Okay, so this one will be chosen, then it is attaching here. One horizontal line, dotted line, and one vertical dotted line automatically coming. And wherever it is placed, its reading is shown. Horizontal value and vertical value. Horizontal value means x-axis value. Vertical value means y-axis value. So horizontal value voltage, vertical value current. This we can move anywhere. So suppose you want to read here. So when input voltage is around 0.7 volt, then what is the current? Now you can read the current at 286.54 microampere. Suppose next time you want to read the current and voltage here, so you can move this cursor, right click, here somewhere. This cursor can be moved. So here, when you are around 0.9 volt, then current is 303.91. So ID1, ID2 you can read from this one directly. And similarly, for the case of threshold voltage also, you can read from the IDVG characteristics, you can find out the threshold voltage. Whenever current is increasing and current plot is leaving the x-axis, then at that point, what is the value of voltage that you can read from this one. Also, for the NMOS, for the CMOS inverter case, in VTC plot, you can read the critical voltages VOH, VOL, VIH, VIL, and switching threshold voltage also. Switching threshold voltage is generally VDD by 2, so that is already known. VOH is also VDD, it is equal to VDD. VOL is 0, but VIL and VIH is important to note down when first slope is coming from first slope, where the dV out by dV in is -1. From that point, if you draw perpendicular on x-axis, what is the value? So at that point, if you take the cursor, then it can tell you what is the value of horizontal axis. So horizontal axis will give you the horizontal value, will give you the voltage value VIL, and similarly VIH also for the second slope where dV out by dV is negative. And similarly from transient characteristics we can note down the TPHL, TPLH also. When the output is switching from high to low, at that 50% point of the 50% point in the output of the CMOS inverter means output pulse. At the output pulse, when it is coming from VDD to 50% point, VDD was 1 volt, so 50% point means 0.5 volt. So when you are reaching at 0.5 volt, when the output pulse was switching from high to low, at that point, what is the time that you can read from the marker, and also at 50% point when input was switching from low to high, what is the time. So both the time we can note, and then the difference between them will be TPHL. Similarly, when the output pulse is switching from low to high, then you can find out TPLH. So TPHL plus TPLH divided by 2 will give you the propagation delay. So propagation delay of CMOS inverter circuit, one stage CMOS inverter circuit, you can calculate. And in the similar fashion, if we will design in experiment number 4 or task number 4 ring oscillator, in that case also we can find out TPLH, TPHL, and in that way we can find out total T, and then the frequency of oscillation we can calculate. In the theory morning, I have already explained the ring oscillator, and in A2 slot I will explain at 4 p.m. So how to calculate this frequency of oscillation, and how to connect the various like three-stage inverters or 5-stage, 7-stage, odd number of inverters in a series connected odd number of inverters, and final output of the final inverter is given to the input of the first inverter. So in that way ring oscillator is designed. So that we can also perform and calculate the delay, and find out the basic parameter like frequency of oscillation and time, total delay, total rise time, total TPHL plus TPLH for the 3 stages. So all these can be done. We can use this facility, that marker, we can choose cursor, and from that cursor, by moving this cursor anywhere, you are going anywhere, it is always the intersection of these two lines, vertical lines, is always on the plot. Intersection of this vertical and horizontal line, always it is on the plot. It is giving data on this plot because you have chosen for this ID. So wherever ID plot is going, it is moving around that, and in this way anywhere you can read the reading. Anywhere you can move this cursor and you can read the reading of this any point on this plot. Similarly you can do for other plots also. So this is also important that during the preparation of your report you can use this facility and find out the different required parameters for the channel and modulation, ID1, VD1, ID2, VD2. Also you can find for the threshold voltage calculation, you can find out threshold voltage from this type of marker. Cursor you will move towards the point where current is increasing, our current plot is leaving the x-axis. At that point, see what is the value. So it will save the time also. So this is the demonstration which is required for today. Now I am giving the task that you also design to means at least you design to input NAND gate, to input NOR gate, and verify its truth table by simulating transient characteristics. After that, additional task is given that you also design 4 input NAND gate and 4 input NOR gate, and also verify their functionality by simulating transient characteristics through LT-SPICE. So this is the task which is given. So this is up to today, all the three tasks completed. In first task already NMOS and PMOS characterization, but in the report, if you it is becoming very lengthy, you can write only NMOS related all the study and PMOS related only the IDVG and IDVD plot, and rest of the things you can skip. But for NMOS do all the study, body effect and width variation, channel length variation, IV, IDVG, IDVD, threshold voltage calculation in every case. So all these reports you can create, and similarly for the CMOS inverter, you can plot VTC plot and find out critical voltages VOH, VOL, VIH, VIL, and find also V threshold, switching threshold, at, which is basically VDD by 2, and then find out noise margin high and noise margin low, NMH and NMH and NML. Noise margin calculation from VTC plot, and propagation delay calculation from the transient characteristics. These things you have to do from this after simulating it, then find out those values. And then in NAND gate, NOR gate, mostly the circuit and basic truth table and how you are designing that procedure, that you are taking complement of the Y bar, you are taking complement of output, Y is output, then Y bar you are finding, then designing the pull down network with the help of Y bar, and then pull up network is just dual to that one with the help of PMOS we are designing. So few description about that, and truth table, and then circuitry which you have designed in LT-SPICE that you can place, and output waveform which is coming in LT-SPICE that you can place. In this way you can complete it and upload the report, whatever report related to the task 1, task 2 and task 3 by means latest by 10th of April. It is already activated in this VTOP. You can upload now. If your report becomes ready, then you can upload it for evaluation. And the 4th report means ring oscillator simulation and its characterization. It can be uploaded up to 30th of April. And 5th and 6th task report related to 5th and 6th task can be uploaded up to 20th of May. So this is the deadline given for all the tasks, and every task and related questions have been uploaded as an assignment in the laboratory course in the VTOP. Also in MS Team it is uploaded, those things. Now you can complete remaining work which is not missing, though everything is now at least till task 3 you know all the things, but you can now compile the report and make the calculation, take the data, read the data from the cursor, and calculate the different required things, like in first task mostly you have to calculate threshold voltage and channel length modulation parameter. In the second task you have to calculate VOH, VOL, VIH, VIL, and noise margin high, noise margin low in first part. In second part you have to calculate the TPHL and TPLS, and then you have to calculate the propagation delay. In NAND gate, NOR gate, no calculation, but designing and waveform, output waveform and circuit you can put. In ring oscillator a little calculation will be required, that what is the frequency of oscillation, that will be calculated. From the output waveform itself you can find out. Also you can find out the means whatever output waveform you are getting, that from that you can exactly find out what is the frequency of oscillation. But total propagation delay you can also find out for the different stages. If suppose you are designing 3 stages, so all the 3 stage waveform you can plot. Output of first stage, output of second stage, output of third stage, and third stage output is coming back as a feedback to the input of the as a input to the first stage. So all those waveforms can be plotted and calculate TPHL1, TPHL1, TPLH, HL2, HL1, and TPHL2 and TPLH2. In this way, TPLH3 and TPHL3 also all added together, that will give you total delay. And propagation delay is just we know that TPHL plus TPLH by 2. So in that relation is how it is required related with frequency, that I have already discussed in morning in A1 slot, and A2 slot I will discuss at 4 p.m. So that formula we can use and find out the frequency of oscillation if any stages are there. So n times multiplied whatever TPHL and TPLH we are doing for one stage, it will be multiplied by n stages, and accordingly the total time t can be calculated, and just reverse of t will be giving you frequency. So you can find out frequency. So all this you can do and upload report up to task number 3. So up to task number 3, though this task number 1 is very lengthy, but for PMAS we can make less report. For NMAS you do all the steps, but for PMAS other steps can be reduced. You can make only for the transfer and output characteristics, you can make the circuit and the output waveform you can show, and for the NMAS do all the steps, calculate everything, and make all the show all the circuits and show all the waveforms, and table for different like different substrate biases of substrate bias. What is the value that you can give? So now the demo is over. Now you can do it. Let me also download the attendance now. I have stopped sharing. Let me also download the attendance. Okay.
So when you will upload CAD1 marks?
By tomorrow it will be ready. Yesterday could not make completed. I was trying to complete yesterday, but could not complete yesterday. So, but tomorrow you can see. Some evaluation is still remaining. So after completing the evaluation, I will enable to see. I will make it enable to student to see in Code Tantra. By tomorrow you can see. Is there any problem, any circuit issue, output issue, anything? And for the format, for the writing the report, the format Word file I have already in the beginning I have given, which is available in file section in MS Team, and that Word file is related to task 1 for NMOS characterization. That is basically this means format in which you can make the report. So at the top you are writing your registration number. First you are writing the date of work and date of submission, also the name and the registration number, then objectives of the task, and then basic theory, circuitry, and various steps calculations, tables, and output waveforms. Any calculation required, that all the things are given, and I can again share that one also. Let me share so that you can also again recall. We can recall this. Let me share it. This file mass characteristics, for n mass characteristics, we have given the I have given the sample file. This is the report, means almost all the things which you have to do for n mass. It is talking about all those things. Circuitry here, whatever given in that circuitry, you can replace by your circuit in the LT spice you are designing. So you can use your circuit in LT spice, but general objectives are given, and the means heading is given here on the top. ECE 3002 VLSI System Design Lab, inside ELA winter semester 2020-21 it is written. The experiment date and simply then submitted date and name, and then registration number. All these you can write on the top. Then task 1 and mass and P mass characterization, then objectives of the task, and then diagram, circuit diagram which you have made for that circuit diagram directly from LT spice you can take. So whatever circuit diagram is required, all the circuit diagram you can put it here. Then data, and if you are writing some, you are putting some circuit diagram below the diagram, you can write that this is circuit diagram for IDVG characteristics, this is circuit diagram for IDVD characteristics, or this is circuit diagram for body effect, this is circuit diagram for the channel length modulation study, whatever circuit diagram you are putting, and then data analysis and results can be done. So here threshold, how to calculate threshold voltage, that you can show the IDVG plot, and from the marker you can read the here from the marker or cursor you can read the value when current is increasing. At that point, as here it is reading, you can also in LT spice you can read the value at the point where the current is leaving the x-axis, current plot is leaving or increase, it starts increasing. That point you can take as a threshold voltage, and it will save the time. No need of going underroot ID versus VGS. That is more accurate, but that is means taking more attention, means extra work. So you can directly here, you can in every case you can find out from the cursor on the plot itself here some value, and all the tables are made. We can see here tables are made for body, different body voltage. VSB, it is VSB is written as positive, but if you are we have applied directly voltage to body, not source. So if you are applying voltage to bodies, therefore we are taking negative instead of minus instead of 0.5 minus 0.5, then minus 1, then minus 2 we have applied. So here we can write VBS also, or VSB you are writing, then it will be positive. VBS you are writing, then this voltage will be negative, and accordingly for each case you can find out threshold voltage. And similarly for channel length variation and channel width, channel length varying, then channel width will be constant. Channel width is varying, then channel length should be constant. So in all these cases you can make the table, like here width is varying and threshold voltage is calculated. Then channel length is also varied and threshold voltage is calculated. And this ID1 by ID2 1 plus lambda VDS1 divided by 1 plus lambda VDS2. So this is a channel length modulation parameter calculation. This also you have done. So all these things you can report, though task 1 is lengthy, but other tasks will not be so lengthy. Task 1 is a little bit lengthy, not little, just too many things are there. So still we can report, means complete the report. Sufficient time is there, so try to complete. Maybe I hope many things already you have created. Only you have to compile according to the objectives of the task as given in the assignment. So this is the format, sample format for task 1. So similarly for other tasks also you can follow. Here too many tables and other things are required, but in other circuits like NOR gate, NAND gate, only truth table will be more important, and then circuit will be important, and then output waveforms, output and input waveforms, and in other combinational and sequential circuit also the similar way we can do. We can make we can write the basic circuit and then description about that, little description, and then truth table, and then the waveforms, simulated waveforms, output waveforms, and circuit which you have designed in LaTeX. That circuit you can directly put in your report. In this way you can complete it. So this one, in this one, whatever table and values are there, that is that can be just, it is indicative. Whatever you are doing, that you can put it here. You need not take the same thing which is given in this table. It is just indicative. It is a format. But what we have done for 50 nanometer technology. So for 50 nanometer technology, whatever you are providing W and L, whatever you are getting, that you should write in your report. You should write for 50 nanometer transistor which you have done, instead of whatever available data here. That data is only for indication that you can do in this way. So this format is only for indicative format. But whatever you are doing, you should write about your work instead of directly copying here. You can see it as a format, but you should report your work. Whatever 50 nanometer technology transistor you have taken, for that whatever you are getting the result for threshold, different values of L and W, or for others also. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. So this is over, means demonstration is over from my side. Now you can complete the work. Your other task, means starting from task 1 up to task 3. You complete it and try to submit it as soon as possible. It is already enabled. You can upload in VTOP. Is there any question?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So then I can stop recording now, and even I can give you time to do the work. Okay.